Very good evening to you. First tonight, school pupils in Lincolnshire got a visit from the Prime Minister today as he pressed ahead with his plans to stamp out smoking.
Rishi Sunak confirmed in yesterday's King's speech that he wants to phase out the sale of cigarettes, and it means many of the children he spoke to at Giles Academy in Boston will never legally be able to buy them. And
while he was at the school, though, the Prime Minister faced questions about the growing problem of vaping that's sweeping playgrounds across the country. Charanpreet Kaur reports.
Right, Prime Minister, no pressure. Right, OK, middle left, the greeny one. Cigarette or sweet?
The Prime Minister's used to facing tough questions, but this time he passed with flying colours.
Cigarette.
Under his plans to raise the smoking age by 1 year every year, these Year 8s will never legally be able to buy a cigarette.
You're introducing a restriction on the sale of tobacco, but at a school like this, isn't vaping the real problem?
It's right that we tackle both. That's why we're currently consulting on measures to restrict the availability of vapes to children, particularly things like flavours, how they're marketed, where they're sold, alongside the landmark legislation we're bringing in to ensure that a generation of children grows up smoke-free.
But a consultation isn't legislation, is it?
But a consultation is a precursor to legislation. You consult first on the policies to make sure that you get them absolutely right.
While the government consults, evidence suggests vapes are worryingly available to children.
Exclusive stats previously shared with ITV Calendar show that in Lincolnshire, 27% of shops tested by trading standards sold a vape to an underage volunteer. For cigarettes and alcohol, it was just 10%.
In the school's library, students told me they found the pressure to vape hard to avoid.
It's more vaping, that's much a big thing because they're marketed towards us, like the nice flavours and the colours. They're more marketed towards us, whereas cigarettes are sort of on the side and it's not really as prominent.
I remember when we went to school in Year 7 it was a problem, and I think it's always been a problem with smoking and vaping in general, like it's always been an issue.
The government plans to crack down on the sale of disposable vapes to children. But smokers' rights group Forest thinks even restricting tobacco sales is a step too far.
It's a ridiculous idea. First of all, it's completely impractical. It's not going to stop children smoking because anybody under 18 who wants to smoke, smokes.
In Lincoln, though, some felt it could have stopped them from smoking earlier.
For the young ones, yeah, it's fine. Somebody like myself that smokes, I've done for years. I'm not going to stop.
I smoked for 40 years and I've given it up for 40 years and hopefully I'll live a little bit longer.
Yes, I think it's a good move, to be honest, yeah.
With Labour promising to support the government's plans on smoking, this is one policy Rishi Sunak is confident he'll be passing on to the next generation. Charanpreet Kaur, ITV News, Boston.